Last time,
Your mother was a whore.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that the continent map existed, and I was very happy when I opened up the fucking game. Thank you, Dave.
You're
thank
welcome.
You every time this pile on my face.
I got the
last
talents.
time, you guys have been tracking down Mntal's cat Saber. You have witnessed creatures fighting each other, one of which was a giant flaming weird chimera tiger lion thing, and a whole bunch of scrap metal that seemed to be joined together by golden threads that just somehow moved some form of autonomy.
Terrestra and Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. The Atoll Call. As you guys went past certain disasters and killed a couple things, managed to catch an entire Diablos, placated it, and it is at times struggling to get out of this container that you put it in, and at other times it's calm, watching. But it's there. If this thing ever gets loose, it will probably throw the entire balance of the ecosystem awry. Because it still has all of its original stats, movement, speed, and so forth. So
You just can't see it.
It became more lethal.
yeah, pretty much.
You can only stop it if you can get it in a jar.
Goddamn, that actually threw me, of course. So, after you got it in the jar, you continued to follow some tracks. You didn't see, but you heard what seemed to be a very, very bad sounding fight. And you managed to get within a specific range of Saber, as there was a moment to where Saber blipped up on a personal radar that you guys had with locate creature, if I remember correctly, Dave.
Locate object?
Locate object, there we go. Hector used locate object, and from doing so, within the 1,000 feet, Saber popped up for a brief moment and then disappeared. You guys tried chasing Saber down for a little bit more of that same night. You made it like another half mile before you guys basically stopped because your mounts needed rest. In which case, if they didn't get rest, then they would have had exhaustion. Pulling the carts would have been a bit more of a hassle for them. And in the distance, and
We could kill them.
actually, hold up, let me check and see why my shit is so out. I think that's personal setting. Yes, it is. There we go, much better. While you guys are in this point of the map, actually no, it's not where you'd be. Be right around here.
Man,
There.
this creature in the jar, I'm gonna teach it how to speak common.
Oh my fucking! You can try.
Okay.
I still find it crazy we still managed to come across a damn Elder Dragon at one point.
Yeah.
And possibly two of them if one was fighting the other.
The other one was not an Elder Dragon, but it has the capability to kill Elder.
Yeah, okay.
It's a normal style creature that still has the strength to kill Elder Dragon. The only Elder Dragon it can't kill, or correction, the only Elder Dragon class creatures it can't kill are the Fatalis, the Laoshun, and the Shen Gurigan, which is the giant Elder Dragon crab thing.
So essentially all the really big ones.
Yeah, pretty much.
The fact that that thing can take on Nergigante scares me.
Oh yeah, it can actually take on Nergigante. Because even though Nergigante does have the factor, this thing's regeneration factor is times worse.
Ah, yes, of course, Build-A-Bear is worse.
So
Now we just need a sick Diablo on Build-A-Bear, and then capture Build-A-Bear.
I can't shrink it that much. I can't do it anymore. I need more drugs.
We'll get you more drugs, and then we'll go capture Build-A-Bear.
Mntal's the one saying this. Dear God.
Oh my god, Hector's just gonna become a druggie.
In the distance, you guys see this entire section here is mapped out and completely full of ice, snow, and glacier. It doesn't go all the way out into the ocean area, but there's a decent.
Why do I get the feeling we're about to fight an elder dragon that has a really spiky tail that breathes snow cones?
Alright.
There is a decent amount of the water is frozen. From what you can tell at this distance, it may or may not be solid. There's also certain sections that are just free floating flat sections of ice.
Alright.
A couple of glaciers floating here and there. You do realize, though, distance that you are at, you can see over the horizon, and occasionally some glaciers float past a certain point, and then they just disappear. And then it looks like some glaciers float into from that certain point, and they just appear.
Can I determine if this is a natural occurrence?
Roll me Arcana.
It's natural.
To your knowledge, it could be natural. I mean, it seems weird that that's happening, but everything here, like in the desert, that ice area is real and seems, natural. There, you don't sense, or well, the miniature version of you doesn't sense any magic whenever it did detect magic in the land.
Could Braum?
At most, the only magic it detects currently is from.
I'm
the
just
Diablo
imagining my guy's having a hangover. From like the drug.
No, the hangover. And if you want, you can actually.
And what?
Braum can try the arc.
Mine that one's higher than yours.
That is 100% natural.
Oh.
Or is it? You don't fucking know. You give up. But
I feel like common sense would dictate that it's not natural.
It's pretty natural though.
The only form of magic that's in the vicinity that is detected is the miniaturized Diablos that is currently. Dave, just as a note, the casting of the enlarge reduce spell is permanent. You have a feeling you can turn this thing back to its original size than the spell.
Wait, I can turn it back to normal size?
With dispel magic, you have a feeling.
Do I have dispel magic? Give me a second.
Oh fuck! Do you have dispel magic? Oh shit!
I think I might. Give me a second.
If not, then you just have this tiny little terrorist creature.
I mean, it's more deadly as it is. Let's be real.
No, when you said I could like do that, make a big monster swallow it, dispel magic.
Oh god.
Diablo, go!
Diablo, I choose you.
Explodes outside of a dragon. We're gonna kill a boss.
Doesn't dispel magic like do everything in an area?
No. Dispel magic can do one or more. Dispel one or more effects on a creature.
I'll be honest.
I was about to say, if you throw it inside its stomach, it wouldn't be able to see the creature, so it wouldn't be able to do that, unfortunately.
You know what I wish? I wish I.
That doesn't mean you can't do it while you can see it in its mouth.
True. Just explodes its head.
I really wish I was an evil character because I would let that bitch loose on a city.
I feel like we really just need to do an evil campaign one day.
We really should.
I have counter spell. That's what I have. I don't have dispel magic. I need it though.
The only thing, I have a spell disturbance and that doesn't do anything.
It works the same as counter spells.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah.
You throw it at his mouth, make him eat it, and I'll dispel it.
Well, actually, a game we could do is 3 people are villains, 3 people are heroes, and we're grouped up in those groups, and then eventually we have to stop each other from doing things.
That sounds like fun. Though our sessions would have to be on different days, but that actually sounds like a lot of fun.
It would be, yeah.
It'd be a bitch to organize though.
I would play another dumb character like Volok, but evil.
Jeff?
You and your Volok.
Dude, I liked Volok. He was stupid.
Full cock, my man.
Dude, I love Jeff. He was stupid. Ugh.
Hold on, I'm trying to do something.
If I would make an evil character, it would be a character that's not trying to be evil. It just so happened he's so stupid he's doing evil stuff on accident.
Hunter, I think Roxy needs to go out.
Like,
You can let her out.
Like
just
Volok
cut
ended
down.
up doing.
Yeah. But more frequently.
Go, Roxy.
Yeah.
There she comes.
Volok's intelligence wasn't even that
Come on,
low, too.
Roxy. Come on. Roxy, come on.
But
Go. Outside, go.
I really can't wait to unlash that on. If worst case scenario, if we could make a cage strong enough to hold it, put it in the treasure vault at the base. At home. And if we can train it not to attack us, we have the ultimate guard dog. Like, could you imagine having that as a pet to protect our home? Hello?
What now?
But
Okay, everybody was quiet, so I was like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. So we get that thing to protect our home?
Dude, we can train it, yeah.
The resources we would need just to build a cage that can hold it.
Dude, a jar can hold it.
A jar that you have to constantly transmute.
True. But give me enough time in that one crab man's house, I can like teach it stuff.
Because if nothing ever gets loose in the city.
Out of character, there is an item that can tame any monster of any CR rating within reason.
Is it the Pokeball things you put in the game?
Yes, there's actually a legendary rating football that can do any CR.
You say Pokemon Wars, I was like, yeah, we got one! Let's go!
Technically speaking, Flame has a modified version of the legendary Pokemon that only works on their pet dragon, or baby dragon. Their child.
It does have a dragon.
Yep. But jumping back into focus of the game, finished what I was doing. Sorry about that. It's currently nighttime. You guys set up for camp. You set up the tents and carts to where.
Tents? You mean tower?
This is correct. That's right. I forgot about the tower.
They last for a whole day.
Yeah. Other than that one tower you set up, because that's a permanent landmark.
Yeah, which I thought was really overpowered because you legitimately upcasted it, and to make it last a whole day, I have to do that spell for a year.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
Which that tower's over here, in this space right there.
In the beginning part of the desert?
Yeah, because you entered from here, and then the tower's over in this space.
Is it easy to spot, like, from the entrance?
when it's nighttime, there's and there's no like storms or clear skies and whatnot. You can actually see like a small light, kind of like a lighthouse in a way.
Friggin' leave traps in there.
It doesn't stay on all the time, but I mean the light is on for like a good 4 hours. I want to say from like midnight to 4 a.m.
I need to do some Beauty and Beast stuff there and just animate everything in the house. Permanently.
Animate everything with the drug.
Yeah, just everything's permanently animated, every object. So when someone comes in, there's a million books just like, welcome, welcome.
Let me shrink this for a better representation. Go right there.
And then every one of them eventually will just say, "Welcome, you're going to die."
So, you guys set up the tower. You guys have some watches, and I will say, just for the gist of it, there's no problems during the watch, but through every period of the watch, you hear roars, you hear screeches. There's one time to where everyone wakes up because you guys feel some sort of vibration, and then the vibration goes away. And by morning, somewhere around 9 o'clock in the morning, because you guys did wake up and you had to add an extra hour or two of sleep for everyone. You guys wake up, you're well rested, and other than the terrifying screams of some sort of battle or fight for survival, right? Everyone is well rested and fine.
Curious. Given the amount of time that's passed since the raptors ate the meat and all from that one creature, they haven't grown or anything, have they?
No, your Ankylosaurus and Raptor are doing fine.
Well, the Ankylosaurus I figured would be fine.
The only thing that's grown is the stomach, because your Raptor ate its fill and then Raptor's full and a little chunky right now.
Alright.
I also
Not like enhanced size, but like, Scooby-Doo stretched out.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that the raptors aren't growing to a really huge size.
No.
And given how big Saber seems to be, it has to work quickly.
Go on, Dave.
Oh, I'm gonna take care of my bat cat thing.
Yeah, man. Your bat cat, like it wants food. It's hungry. It goes up to you.
Mm-hmm. I feed it.
It doesn't bite you, but for the most part, bat cat was kind of on eggs from screaming last night. It managed to get the full night's rest, but it popped up occasionally.
Yep. I need more pets from this location.
Take more drugs, you'll have all the pets.
That's true. Hector's gonna overdose.
Go. Okay, so
We're just turning Hector into a drug addict.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick to see if I actually have it. Make sure. I think I saved it on my phone, but I didn't save it on the flash drive. There it is. Open original. Save image as. There we go. Go back to game.
What's the name of that one thing I have in a jar?
Diablo?
Diablo, yeah.
Oh.
Also, occasionally you feel vibration come from the jar as everyone's ears seem to ring every now and then because this creature is roaring inside the jar.
It's pissed.
Oh yeah, of course.
Then again, Diablos are literally the embodiment of anger.
Yeah.
We can't let that thing get out.
Alright.
The only thing that's more of an embodiment of anger issues is fucking Devil Ho.
Alright, when he gets angry like that, I'm gonna, with my mage hand, hold him down. I'm like, no, bad. And when he stops, I give him a good berry.
Oh my god. Placate the beast. He will learn eventually.
I'm gonna train it. It's just gonna like take.
Train it.
It's just gonna take a long time.
Here we go. That matches up perfectly. Da, da, da. Back.
Wow.
Perfect. If I click it again, map layer. Oh,
Get rid of it.
back. There we go.
There it goes.
There we go. Perfect. So the pathway that you have taken goes from here to here. This is where the tower is. From here, you've gone through this path, and this path.
Yeah, so that's basically what Mntal's mapped out then.
Yeah, basically. Just now that we have a pathway for this. The location that you are looking at is this cove beachside area where you see the ice, snow, so on and so forth. And to get there, from where you are, you need to continue on over here, and then head towards the cove side.
All right.
Which, technically speaking,
Is there like cooking resources? There's cooking resources in the tower, right?
in the tower that is perm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's cooking resources, fireplaces. Whenever you spawn it actually comes with a well out front. So
Okay.
there's now a permanent well that is just there now.
All right. Hector wants to try cooking for himself to see if he can make a cookie out of the good berries. He don't know how to cook.
My fucking yeah. Okay.
Uh,
I'll say you managed to do that during your during the long rest. So go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
ooh, wisdom check.
No proficiency.
22.
Okay.
I'm a better cook than my brother.
You make the cookies with the good berries,
Mhm.
and then you realize after the fact, good berries go away after a specific amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So the cookie will taste like good berries, and they will taste really good. But if they're not eaten, if these cookies are not eaten within the time that to where the good berries, the good berry effects disappear, they will not heal someone.
Sure, they'll be worthless.
They will just be really good fucking cookies.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, that's the case. That's all he needs them to be.
Yeah.
As
I
you
mean,
guys
honestly,
travel-
if suddenly half its ingredients missing, I would say the cookie would probably just crumble in on itself.
well, no, there's just like these pockets of air in the cookie now, so like they have a bit more crunch, kind of like the pop from Pop Rocks.
Hmm.
So the cookie like fizzles in your mouth like Pop Rocks now, and they taste like good berry. They don't have the good berry effect. After
See, that's just sounding like an improvement. Just you don't have to worry about healing.
Oh, by the way, Akihiko, Yokai,
Me?
I need you because we haven't been doing this, and I know you are in Akihiko's standpoint are excited about the cool different things. Let me get. I need you to roll some dice to see what you find out in this land.
Oh boy.
So let me go ahead and get the book.
What am I rolling?
That is what we are about to find out.
Wait, what's he looking for?
I'm looking for the PDF that I sent you guys. And
What
when-
PDF?
for the Monster Hunter info.
Oh. Oh yeah, I still have that up.
Now's the time when I find the unhatched egg.
Say, it shouldn't be that far up.
So
Yeah, I found
it's
it.
an unhatched egg.
What page did you find it on? In that PDF?
It's on text. How do I pin it? Let's pin this motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you were in the PDF. I'm trying to scroll to the page to where the roll
What roll table?
for finding things.
Yeah, so
I don't remember. the page that's a little-
3. What is he trying to find exactly?
Just materials.
Materials.
It's monster layers, hunting grounds, sand hunt. Equipment. Heck.
We normally stop around 6.
Are you gonna need to stop? Have a stop exactly at 6, Dave?
No.
Okay. Because we might go 30 to 45 minutes over time today, maybe.
Okay.
If that's fine with you, Tommy.
What?
30 to 45 minutes, a little extra today. Is that fine with you?
I guess. I don't know how late we were playing. Like, what? For what? Like, how long were we gonna run, anyways?
In your time, it would probably be 8:30.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay. Named material list. Creating material. There we go. Creating your own loot tables. So it should here.
So the reason I made the cookies is because if the good berries taste good, the Oblo will want to listen more because it gets
Yeah,
rewarded.
I know exactly what you were doing. That's why I was just like, wait a minute.
As I've just realized, the computer version of the PDF has some pages cut out. It tries to put an entire page on an entire 2 pages on 1 page. So that's fuck. Resources.
Alright, creating loot table.
Since I've been giving it cookies, does it behave better?
It does calm down since it's actually not, standing around being hungry. It does seem a little bit bored at times as it continues to ram up against the glass every now and then.
Hmm.
And like whenever you see something of similar size to it, it occasionally gets enraged and slams up against the
When it sees
transmogrified
when
glass
it's
even more.
when it sees something else small.
Yeah, so something of similar size.
All right. When it does that, I'm gonna throw the beetles and stuff in there and see how it behaves occasionally.
Ah, here we go. Got it. I got it. Okay, so Yokai,
He.
I need you to roll me two. No, actually, I need. Did you get a fishing rod by chance? And
No.
or a bug net?
Nope.
Pickaxe?
No.
Or do you have something that is of relevant pointiness?
I got sharp glaive, but not something to be hitting rocks with.
Normal glaive or magical glaive?
I got both, so I mean.
Okay, so you don't have a fishing rod and you don't have a bug net, so roll me.
What are you?
46.
What's he trying to do?
Materials. This is for him to try to get.
Do I see?
46.
Do I see him doing that?
This is over the course of the journey.
Oh, okay. Because I thought he was mining. I'm I could just make the mining material really weak so you can just get it.
Well, again, this isn't normal. Some of these aren't normal mining materials.
Gotcha.
46. Do all of them separately. Two, 3, 4. Okay. Now roll me. To solidify the things that you get. The 3 is you get this hollow small bone husk for the number 3. The number 2, you have this really dense sphere-like gem. It looks like it's been cut naturally through nature, but it's dense and it is heavy. The 5, you have a blue-colored mushroom, and the 1, you find some herbs.
Fun.
Similar to the herbs that you normally use, the only difference is the coloration on the tips of the herbs. They're a little, like, a little bit of a yellow color, probably being sun-bleached from being in this area. Going on to the next section. Roll me 3d6.
Separately or?
Separately, yes. Just so that there's no a 5, a 5, and a 2. Going from the second area, you find another small bone husk, hollowed out, very very light. The 5, you find another one of those dense crystal spheres, and then the 2, you find this really like fat, juicy berry. Kind of reminds you of a pineapple and a coconut had a weird, awkward love child. In a sense, small bone husk, another armor sphere, and a tropical berry.
Cool.
And then going into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 46.
But
A 1, a 3, a 1, a 1. Okay, so you find a very sturdy bone. It is also quite dense. You shake it around, and even though this bone is sun-bleached and like completely clean on the outside, you shake it and it sounds like there's some sort of liquid sloshing in there. The 3, you find a brown-colored stone crystal. The 1,
crystal fun.
you found an earth crystal, basically.
We
A 1, you find a red-colored mushroom, and the only way to properly describe this mushroom, if you put this mushroom in a car, it can probably fuel a car for like a month by itself. You find a nitro shroom,
lovely.
and then you find more herbs.
Herbs.
And those will be the freebies that I give you because I never asked you to, if you ever wanted to search for materials. That's on me.
What?
So, as you continue on, going out through the day's travel, you feel more vibrations, a couple more bestial scream, but once you get to this new location, everything seems to be fine.
Seems to be fine.
Yeah, seems to be fine. There's also the fact that while you're here, the Diablos that you're carrying around is a lot more calm and relaxed.
Because of me?
No, well, because of the new location that you're in. The Diablos seem to be a lot more calm.
Well, so yeah, we're not in his territory no more, so he probably doesn't give a shit.
Oh. Since he calmed down, I'll give him another cookie and call him a good boy.
If you want those that have been paying attention to your little prisoner, can make an animal handling to see what's going on.
Oh yeah, I've been paying attention. Am I good with animal handling?
Fuck, Braum. It's like, probably had too many cookies, Braum. Hector, you're starting to wonder if these cookies are good for your little friend here. Mntal, are you? Does anyone else want to roll an animal handling? If they've been keeping an eye on this tiny terrorist.
Wouldn't my companion, like my mini-me, been looking after him too?
Yes, but your mini-me's more focused on the fact of making sure this jar does not turn back into glass.
Okay.
There you go.
God damn. Okay. Eldrik, you realize that when a creature is away from their home trying to defend it, they're a bit more hostile. And when they go back to the area that's considered their home, their territory, they seem to they tend to be a lot more calm unless they're, defending something that's important to them. You can put two and two together that this area may be the Diablos' territory.
Oh.
And it may be the specific area that it calls.
Look at the jar. We're not gonna run into little right? Oh wait, goodbye.
And what we don't know is now a black Diablo surge up.
It's children right.
So it's okay we're not where it's from.
No, the Diablos
We are where it's from.
We are where it's from, so it's calm.
This specific zone that you are in is
It's
probably the area that it calls home.
Did you
And there-
relay this information?
Yes.
Okay. I will.
And from also
Let me
what you
guess,
realize,
you're
Eldrik,
home.
also from what you realize, Eldrik, it occasionally, from its laying down position, now that it looks around and sees something it sees as familiar, even though it curls up and lays down, it occasionally does lift its head, and no matter where you guys are in this location, it always turns it to a specific direction. You, because you're good with the lay of the land, it's always turning its head in the same direction, no matter what spot you guys are at. So, your current position, its head points southeast. The more you go south, it points at east. The more you go east, it points at south, so on and so forth. Things like
So it's looking for something?
it just seems to be looking in a direction. Every time it seems to wake back up.
probably looking in the direction of its nest.
Yeah, I'll point that out. That it looks in the same direction.
Maybe it's its nest? Where the location of its nest?
I mean, it could have. I mean, is it female? Can I tell that?
When Mntal brings up the fact of nest, it starts scratching at the jar in that direction.
Huh. Understands common.
Is it a female? Can I tell that, Nora?
At this size, that might be hard to tell because it's actually so small. Checking the anatomy might actually, cause some problems. Because there's also the fact to check the anatomy, you're gonna have to take it out the fucking jar.
I mean,
Yeah,
based on its reaction.
Based on reaction, you can't really tell.
Technically, I can take out the jar with my mage hand.
Yes, but your mage hand is not strong enough to fight this thing off.
Fair enough.
Even though it's at a small size, Braum can try. There's a very small possibility of Braum succeeding. It is very small. There's a good chance the thing will break out or run off the moment you take it out of this non-transmogrified jar.
Even the risk going to its nest.
We could go to its nest and I could investigate, if you wish.
Probably won't hurt to see if it has the little ones there.
Based on like our interactions with the Diablo, is this vision just like normal vision, or is it like what type of vision does it have?
The Diablos?
Mm-hmm.
It has poor eyesight. It tends to rely on tremor sense more than anything. Tremor sense and sense of smell.
I mean, I can't really tremor sense and.
Yeah, it's from looking in the direction. It's probably going some sort of pheromones via sense of smell. Because normally these creatures have a very bad eyesight, and even though it has a very bad eyesight, these things aren't really prone to coming out during the daytime. The sunlight tends to blind them a little bit. It doesn't stop them from coming out during the daytime, but it's rare that they do come out during the daytime. Bright lights and whatnot tend to, cause problems for things that tend to dwell through the.
Since I don't make like any vibrations because of my boots, because I don't make sound on the ground, is it harder for them to detect me?
It is harder. It's not impossible.
Okay.
Basically, in terms of you would have to be closer to this creature. So, from its normal tremor sense capabilities, it's basically cut in half. Like, you have to get within, if this thing has an example of 40-foot tremor sense, you have to get within 20 feet for it to see.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Alright.
But there's also the fact that through its tremor sense, it also has the capability similar to a bat, kind of like echolocation, but tremor sense style.
These things don't fly, do they?
They can.
Not.
It has wings, like webbed, like a decent amount of webbed portion wings. Like it can fly, but it normally travels on land or under.
So it can fly, so it's just not good? Right? Hello?
I'd probably say since it's miniaturized, it would probably have maybe a 50-foot fly speed. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Yes.
being talked to, sorry.
All good, all good. Yeah, because it's tiny, it would have like a 15-foot fly speed. Because honestly, the only thing that is affected because it's been smaller is its movement speed. But the moment this thing touches Earth, like that's it. It's fucking dumb. It has a fast as fuck
Running speed?
movement speed underground.
Alright. So would you say if I can fly, I would be able to get away from it easily?
If you casted fly on yourself, you would be able to catch up to this thing almost instantly.
Alright. Would it be able to like would I be able to get away from it easily if I flew?
Oh yeah.
Alright. I can investigate the nest and be generally pretty safe if there's any more in there.
I can say for a fact, if you cast fly on yourself, fly has a 10-minute concentration.
Mm-hmm.
You cast fly on yourself, you can definitely get to where this thing is pointing to, and then back to your group.
Alright.
Safely on top of that as well.
Alright. Alright everyone. I will be back. I'm gonna investigate this unless anyone has any say against it.
Like a weird twisted living compass.
I think if you could do it quickly and safely, that I have no issue. But otherwise, I
Alright.
feel we should continue on.
It would take the full 10 minutes though.
Alright, I will be back then. Superman flies away.
You see a shimmer like coat his body and then meld into his frame as he just lifts up without even moving, and then he's. But I imagine it's not even Superman flying. It's like it's Superman flying, but you're still standing as you were in the card.
Yeah, like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, exactly. It's Dragon Ball Z version of flying, but you're just moving in that direction at 60 feet within the 6-second time frame.
Like not even moving direction, just perfectly upright straight.
Exactly.
I fly really creepfully.
You do let your companions know about the time frame of the spell, correct?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be back
'Cause again,
within 10 minutes.
It will take you 5 minutes, about 5 minutes to get there, and about 5 minutes back.
I do that.
You go in that direction, because technically you can dash fly. So you're just dashing in that direction as, at this point, you're moving at a high speed, and Diablos is just, like a weird twisted living compass. It's like tapping its head on the glass in the direction. You go a little far, it turns its head, starts tapping over the thing.
Perfect.
As you fly in that direction, Dave.
Mhm.
Can you roll me 2 D100s?
Ooh, sure.
You're fucked.
I can turn invisible and get away. Hopefully.
84 and a 60. Okay. Once you get to a specific point, after a while, the Diablo starts like clicking its head down like diagonally.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue to fly diagonally, it brings you to this decently sized like cave entrance, cavern style. This cavern entrance is big enough to hold like 2 of the normal sized Diablos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's generally pretty big. It does stop at the back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd probably say, from what you can tell at a glance, it probably goes like a good 60 to 120 feet back, and then it just like you see a wall back there.
Oh wait, dancing license concentration. I can. All right. I will. Is there like a rock?
Hold on. There's more.
Okay.
From where the Diablos is pointing at,
Mhm.
do you see that cavern entrance? A little further east from your position, you can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel like you see something over in that direction as well.
All right. And with my limited vision, I did bring my mini-me with me.
Uh-huh.
So he does see magic, and he will probably poke at me, I guess. Or wait, no, he's still concentration. No, he can't see magic.
Yeah, you
So
can't see magic.
with a pebble, like, can I throw rocks in that direction with light?
You can.
I'll cast a light on it and throw a rock in that direction.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
I don't see nothing.
No, I mean, it's literally just a one-way cave. Like, it's just a tunnel big enough to hold 2 Diablos,
Mhm.
and then it just keeps going deeper.
Uh,
You see, like, a chamber in the back, but right now all you see is tunnel.
What's going on? What I miss?
The Diablos is basically a weird twisted fleshy compass right now, as you guys discerned that it is pointing towards some sort of nest.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But like, there's no sounds, there's nothing going on, but the Diablos like keeps tapping in the direction of the cave that you are currently inside.
Okay, I'll fly in that direction like a dumbass. Might as well.
Okay. You fly into the cave, and again, nothing happens. Just once you go through the tunnel portion of the cave, there's this, I want to say, half a sphere-like chamber.
Mhm.
And in that half sphere-like chamber, there is there's like some plants. You see some insects and whatnot. You see this weird mutated version of a roly-poly just walking around. As one of them looks up, sees you, it rolls up into a ball in your direction, and then after like a good 10 seconds, it just gives up because it can't reach you while you're floating in the sky.
Mhm.
Then you hear something. A breaking sound, a cracking sound,
Mhm.
and then a couple
A couple what?
cooing sounds, or like parrot screeches sound. I tried making the parrot screech sound, but it didn't go through, so I apologize about that.
You're fine.
You hear a couple parrot screeching sounds and whatnot as
All right. When I hear that, is there like any like, I don't know, stalactites or whatever like on the ceiling that I can hide behind?
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
I'll hide behind some.
Okay.
Go stealth.
Yeah, roll me a stealth. Roll me a
Okay.
stealth.
Okay. Oh, I'm rolling great, guys.
Okay, now let me get a picture.
And Hector's dead.
Ah. I have spells that make me get away. Don't worry about it. Not many, but I have them.
I had to wait for the picture to render.
Bet you don't have contingency.
I don't.
Da-da. I will put it in images.
So what
You're
happens if Hector dies? What happens to his brother?
If Hector dies, his brother takes.
My brother takes over if I die?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. He'll fly back. He's like, he's dead.
It's two souls in the same body.
Yeah.
It's consider this as a form of backup character that is still technically in the same body.
Mhm.
If one of these people hits 0 in that body, the other one takes, and like that's it. Unless you have a way to bring the other soul back, then that soul is lost.
Alton's able to bring himself back. Bring him back.
Yeah, like Alton can bring your brother back.
Yep.
Best thing about
He
that,
can bring his butt back.
if Alton brings Hector back, Hector at that point would technically have his own body.
Wait, so if he dies, he can just have his own body and be two different people?
Technically speaking, yeah.
Oh.
Because remember, what was it?
Why
Not
haven't they thought of this?
But because you have to have true resurrection. That's why.
Oh.
True resurrection builds your body back. It just builds you a new body. It's two souls in one body. If one soul goes, you need the name of that person's soul.
Where's the
And it
image?
rebuilds. Hold on.
Okay.
I got distracted.
You're
I
good.
honestly got.
I feel like they could have just separated themselves if that was the fucking case.
They don't have the power to right now.
Two people fight to the death.
You got lucky.
Oh my god, I just realized if he gets cloned, he can literally just create Hector a body. Or Alton a body.
Technically, yes. But it would be a painful process. And also an unholy one.
Perfect.
But you got lucky, and this thing did not see you because it was heavily distracted.
Perfect.
But in the Mistel images section, you see this creature.
The fuck is that?
You don't know, but it is holding an egg, and it's
Oh god, one of them things.
its face is covered in egg goo. As it goes up to one of the rocks, breaks the egg in its clawed, feathered finger tail hand in
Fuck, those
half,
things were annoying.
and just shoves its face in the egg goo and starts eating the insides of it.
I don't even know what that is.
They eat eggs,
Oh.
and you're currently in a Diablos' nest, so this thing is eating eggs in this thing's nest.
Oh.
Those things are pussies.
Shit, right now.
Hey, we could get on the good side of it if we stop this. It might
So right
like
now,
it.
Hector's the only one there.
I'll ride that Kuliaku to victory.
Hector is the only one there, and Hector, you have two choices. You can stop this thing from going at the Diablos' eggs, or you can let it have its fill and then wait for it to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, the Diablos in this glass is watching its eggs be devoured, and it is not happy.
All right. Does it look like it's a good flyer?
No. You see no wings. There's feathers on its body. The feathers are more for like decorations. It has like strong raptor-like legs, so it's probably good at jumping.
Mm-hmm.
But no wings.
How high up am I?
You're about 150 in the air.
All right.
This is the actual pod-like chamber that barely big.
All right. All right.
So the
All right. I'm gonna go within 60 feet of it, and I'm going to mine silver it, whatever. How you say that? There we go.
Okay. Within 60 feet, mine
Yeah.
sliver.
Yeah, mine silver.
Gonna have the spell description up. Da. Target must succeed on an intelligence save.
It's not smart, is it?
It doesn't even have to fucking roll.
Have we leveled up at all?
What is it? Stupid or smart?
It's really fucking dumb.
Perfect. Take that.
This creature isn't much of a threat.
And
Oh yeah. By the way, roll another d6 because we're 5th level, so it's 2d6.
Oh, is it?
yeah, it's 2d6. And no level up yet. I'm sorry, but
I thought you said we were leveling up when we left the city.
So another d6.
yeah, one more d6.
Take that.
Stupid level 5 for fucking ever!
This thing just takes 8 psychic damage. Like, you didn't feel any resistance when you did that. It just took the damage.
Take that.
It shakes its head out of the egg, looks at the egg confused, shoves its face back into the egg, continues to eat like the little monster hunter giblets in this egg.
Okay, I do it again.
keep doing it until it dies.
You can.
7.
So you technically can. This thing takes its head out again. It's like it looks very uncomfortable right now. Looks at the egg, looks back at the nest.
Just for fluff. Just like, alright, you know what, you little shit?
Roll me.
Maximum mind silver.
Roll.
It's a cantrip.
Roll me 2d6 for doing it a third time, because as you do it a third time, we'll see how much this gets modified by.
So do 2 more d6?
Yeah, 2 more d6 for the damage. Now roll me an animal hand +4.
Animal handling +4, gotcha. So this is a 18.
18. Wait, why do you have? I said +4.
Oh, +4.
That's a 20.
Huh? Oh, plus. What are you talking? You said animal handling.
Yeah, I said animal handling +4.
Oh, I get a +5 to it normally.
Yeah, so
What, a 15?
Okay, so he would have a 20 then.
Oh, I would have
Yeah,
a 20
you would
then. Okay.
yeah. You said 18, and I was
I thought you said 2.
No. So with the 20 and doing that last set of damage, like one of its eyes actually like bulges out of its head and pops, and it just like whips its head out of the egg this time, and just screams and just runs out of the cave.
Perfect. You get
Kill it.
These things are actually really fucking stupid.
firebolt him while on his way out.
It didn't see an enemy, so it was more confused than anything. Oh, you're gonna firebolt it? Okay,
On the
go
way
ahead.
out. Take that.
Oh my god, it hits!
Yeah,
as it's
you're-
running off and it gets hit with the firebolt, like 90s cartoon style. It like jumps up in the air while it's like smoke is coming off of it and just runs off.
10 fire damage.
Faster now. Fuck, dear god. Okay.
Yeah, you're...
As the Diablos is sort of calmed down, but it's more distress more than anything else, if that makes sense.
Where are? Oh,
It's like it's morning.
okay. Where did it come from to get the eggs?
Through probably the same way you did, through the giant entrance.
No, I meant like where did it get the eggs from?
Oh,
I want to get
in the very back of this half sphere shaped chamber, there is a little indent in the very back, and you just see 3 eggs left, just lying. from how big the nest is.
You're gonna grab them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hold on now. Hold on. From how big the nest is, there was probably about here,
How many?
maybe. There was probably about 8 eggs in here,
Oh,
but all
damn.
you see is 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
You see a brown-colored egg that has this large red gash going across it.
Mhm.
You see this more sand-colored egg that slowly goes to like different shades of sand, like a clay color. You see like a sandstone color, and then like a beach sand color.
Mhm.
And then you see like this pure, it's not even a pure color. You see this purple, red, and blue colored egg,
Mhm.
to where it's just those 3 colors just spiraling up all the way to the top.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab all of those with my mage hand.
You pick one, and they require 2 hands to carry. They are big.
They require 2 hands.
Yes.
Give me a second.
You're gonna come get Braum, aren't you?
Ah! Pincer's floating disc.
Okay.
Can that work? How fast does that move?
It moves 30 feet a turn. It cannot dash.
Okay.
So, you made it here with by dashing.
Mhm.
It would probably take you like another 5 minutes or so to make it back. You can fly at normal speed, or actually no, because the normal speed for fly is 60 feet. So you would actually have to fly at half speed,
Mhm.
make it halfway on the way back, and then take another 10 or so minutes to get to your.
Do I know these will die inside a bag of holding?
If they hatch in a bag of holding, yes.
Okay. Right. I got rope. Can I tie it around me? Wait, what do I have that can like stick it to me?
I can say for a fact, if you use tendrils.
Dora, I have to correct you.
Huh.
The thing doesn't move 30 feet. It always stays within 20 feet of him.
Oh, so it doesn't have a speed limit? I thought it had a speed limit.
Nope. The disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away from it, the disc follows you so that it remains within 20 feet of you.
Oh. Nice.
So as long as he's moving away from it, it will always be within 20 feet of him.
Oh, cool. My other question, do they fit in backpacks?
No, these things are big.
Okay.
These are big. So in comparison, this egg is probably about the size of I'd probably say like a halfling.
Oh.
Like in terms of view, the egg is about the very tip
Compared
of
to
the egg.
Braum.
The very tip of the egg goes to Hector's height, probably the waist.
Oh God.
If you're standing next to it.
Okay.
And in the game, the egg is about as big as somebody's torso.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will. Is there anything else shiny in here, like of value besides the eggs?
Other than the points in this cave that you see, to where you may be able to either catch some insects if you have a net. There's a fishing spot in here that's pretty nice, and there seems to be a little outlet you might be able to go finding that.
So nothing of value. Okay. Tensor's floating disc.
Which egg are you grabbing first? The earth-colored one, the sand-colored one, or the red, blue, purple swirl one?
I like the red blue one.
Okay. So as you grab the red, blue, purple one and you pick it up, the other 2 eggs disappear.
Really?
Yes.
Shit. Wait. Give me a second. They just disappear?
Like they like some sort of illusion. They just fizzle away.
Hmm.
Like they just dust away and fade out like a mirage in the distance.
Okay. I got an egg.
You're gonna carry it back.
Swirly one, damn.
Swirly egg. All right.
Well, that's the one that Dave grabbed.
Yep.
Oh, that was okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Good then.
Okay. Is that the good egg?
That's the one you wanted.
Yep.
That's the one you grabbed first. That's the one you get to keep.
Are all these eggs from Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, people from Monster Hunter. Did I make a bad choice?
Oh, in terms of design for the eggs, no one's gonna know. The designs are.
Are your decision?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got an egg.
How does the little Diablo react to it?
The little Diablo looks at the egg that you pick up. It doesn't seem to have a reaction,
All
but
right.
it looks at it actually looks at one of the eggs that fizzles away and just looks down. It's a little sad.
Oh, I didn't pick the Diablo egg.
No.
Oh, okay. It's fine. I have this Diablo. He'll be mine. All right. I fly back with that egg.
Okay, because are you carrying it?
I'm just carrying it.
Okay.
Do I waste my spell slot?
No.
Okay.
It's still within the 10 minutes. It does take both your arms to carry, like kind of like a bear hug. Your hands still don't manage to touch, even though you use both your arms around
I'm
it.
using my mage hand too.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, cool! I can do that. It's like Elven Lie.
I mean, your mage hand isn't concentration, is it?
No.
Okay, yeah, then you're fine. You just like every moment that you're moving, because mage hand actually does have a movement speed. You're just constantly casting mage hand as you're flying back to actually help you hold it up. But you make it back, and there's you guys. Hector's back, and he has an egg.
Well,
And a very depressed-looking Diablos.
all right. There were multiple eggs, but I picked this one up and the other one's fizzled out of existence. Then Diablo here got sad. I think I might have picked the wrong egg.
Hear me?
I can hear you. Hello?
Hello?
I forgot to mute myself. Right.
Oh, there we go.
Mntal, why would you bother the nest?
Nothing was there.
There was something there, unless you're lying.
Oh, I'm lying. There was nothing there in the nest, so technically kind of not lying.
No. That creature was eating the eggs. There was something there.
There was nothing of danger to me.
If
I mean,
you guys,
there was nothing there. Why would you bother the nest?
if Dave, if you're fine with this, are you fine with them rolling an insight check to see if you're bullshitting?
Yeah, they can if they want.
You guys can roll insight checks to see if he's bullshitting.
I mean,
20.
Fuck.
This is like I'm not in his business because he's lying.
You're
He goes
full of
back to whatever
shit.
he said.
Okay.
It's like, no.
There was no.
First off,
No way.
Hector, you say this, and like your voice cracks, and like you start
No,
sweating,
there was nothing.
No, nothing was there.
and it's like immediately Eldrik.
Full of shit.
You're full of shit.
There was a dinosaur. Okay, let me clarify then. There was a dinosaur that couldn't get me. That was stupid. And the eggs were enticing, so I grabbed one.
You guys,
Why?
Enticing.
Eldrik, all three of you know that he's speaking the truth. There's probably Eldrik would know. There's more to the story.
Yeah.
Well, I just told the whole story right after they caught me.
Mntal's just like he does. Mntal understands that he's completely innocent, and that the fact he wouldn't have known the other eggs would just fizzle out of existence.
Who the hell would have known that?
Mntal just doesn't understand why he would just grab the egg and why he wouldn't just leave it alone. Because God forbid if he had pissed off the Diablo more.
Yeah, Dora, what did he miss? I feel like that was the whole...
The only thing that he left out is that this dumb dino creature was eating the eggs.
Oh, I just didn't say it was eating an egg.
Yeah. Like you can let them know, Dave, but like you did leave that out. I'm not sure if you did that on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. I wasn't thinking what it was doing.
Okay. Yeah, it was to your knowledge, Hector, it was having a fucking all you can eat buffet with these eggs.
We'll just say he said it was eating the egg.
Yeah, I'll mention that now that you reminded me.
Yeah.
So
please tell me you were grabbing the eggs to protect the eggs at least then.
yes, I was. And for
Was you
value.
bullshitting?
No.
He rolled a nat 1. Like you guys will know if he is bullshitting. Like I wasn't expecting him to get the nat 1. God.
He's technically not good at anything like when it comes to like talking to anyone. He's really bad at it.
He is telling the truth. Like
He can outsmart anyone, he just can't
Out-talk them.
out-talk.
charismatically outsmart anyone.
No.
He's a wizard. We got it.
But he tells you the gist. Like this thing was attacking the eggs. The Diablos are starting to go a little berserk.
Wait,
that it
no,
was
I am
attacking the
actually
eggs.
good at persuasion.
That's funny. Me personally.
I mean, that makes sense if you're trying to barter for spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But like he gives you the gist. This thing was attacking the egg.
Mhm.
He scared it off. One of its eyes exploded out of its skull, so there's this weird feather.
It's on fire.
I mean, there's smoke coming from it, so it was burned pretty badly. But it apparently had a field day in this nest because, again, from what Hector could tell, this nest was holding like 8 eggs and there was only 3 left.
Can Braum see the egg?
Yeah, you see this. You see this egg to where on the very bottom it starts off as solid blue, and then as from that solid blue it starts to swirl up, and the swirl change from blue, red, and purple. And on the very top of the egg, it's red.
So you're trying to see if you've heard of type of eggs like this, maybe?
No.
I
No.
did not think so. Okay.
None of you have even seen an egg like this before.
Is there anything I can like make a baby holder for the egg?
Braum's got rope. Braum would tie a rope around it and make a basket around it,
I appreciate that.
and wear like a backpack.
Yes. I'd
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Because this is an egg, you guys do know that this thing does have the capability to hatch.
Mhm.
What the requirements for this thing needs to hatch for, that don't know.
My god, Cogsworth is in.
Can Braum feel see if the egg has any warmth to it, or is it cold? What?
Was there a green egg
No.
with like moss? Wasn't
No,
that
there was-
Cogsworth's egg?
No.
What color was the egg? Oh, it was blue.
The egg that you grabbed is blue on the bottom. It has a 3-color swirl that swirls up blue, red, purple, and on the very top is red.
Dude, if it's Cogsworth, that'd be amazing.
I'm gonna roll an investigation on it. Does anybody want to help me? Because I want to see if the egg's kind of
Investigation.
Or try to figure out what it might.
Investigation?
Try to lean towards something on how to maybe
Do-
bait it.
While you guys do that, give me a second.
I'll investigate myself with my +9.
Would nature be
Alright.
better?
I would
Help me, that'd
probably
be a
say this
25.
is a nature check.
Yeah,
A
that's what
nature
I was
check?
thinking.
You actually have to figure it out. But
Nature?
give me a second. I'll be right back.
I know
Yeah, roll
nothing about. I have a +6
have
to
a-
nature.
I have a 0. So it's better than mine.
I have a +3, so yours is better, but Eldrik could help you because he has a little bit of knowledge.
I have a +6 because I'm intelligent and I have a lucky
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go ahead and roll with advantage, I guess. Because
Okay.
Braum's
Yeah.
helping you too. Because Braum's trying to figure out what it would take to take care of this
21.
thing.
You don't
Hey,
even
fuck,
need
you rolling some goddamn nat ones today, boy.
Woo!
True.
That's like your 5th one.
True.
I'll be back as well.
They're getting out the way before combat.
Yeah, you rolled 1, 2,
I rolled a lot of them.
and I rolled a 1, 3, 4. You've rolled 4 and 1.
Okay. So I just have an egg. Kind of cool. The egg's gonna hatch and kill us in our sleep.
Probably.
Can't wait.
Honor, I just came across this on Facebook. It is a 4-wheeler that somebody put lawnmower blades on the bottom side of it.
Alright.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, they just made like a handicapped lawnmower. That's all it is.
What do you mean a handicap? That's like a fucking souped up lawnmower now.
I mean, like the blades aren't as long or anything.
No, they took the entire base of a riding lawnmower and threw it underneath the 4-wheeler.
How the fuck they manage that?
Yeah, you see what I was trying to say there? I don't know. Here, I'll send it to you in Messenger.
No.
Too late.
You also forget that I basically just don't have Facebook anymore.
I'm back.
Fuck up.
So technically, how much does everyone weigh together? Well, like without equipment, more than 500, right? More than
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah, I'm 400.
Oh, technically,
I'm big.
Braum is big.
so technically, I can put Braum on a Tensor's floating disc and bring him with me.
You can put Braum on a Tensor's floating disc and then 99 more pounds.
Yeah.
What, take me up to the place where you found the nest?
I could.
Braum will do it.
But
Brahm's
I
kind of curious.
Hey,
could.
you see, you're not thinking right. You see, what you should be thinking is you could put Braum on the back of a tensor floating disc, and then just spin then like get like 20 feet away and just spin around really quickly, because it's always behind you.
And I can stick my shield down and then I'll be a main player.
Braum. High speed.
Just see if I can find something real quick. Akihiko.
Oh my god.
As
Tensor's floating disc. Put Braum on top of it. Use spell teleport.
As Hector was out doing this, you do have time to look for some resources in this room. There are 5 different types of resources that you can look for. Bone relations, insects, mining, mushrooms, and plants. Pick one of those for this location.
There are 21 in nature.
In terms of searching for these resources, pick one out of those 5 for this location. And you would get 3 tries to get resources in that location. Or if you burn all 3 tries and actively investigate, you can pick a resource from that location, from the list of 6 that are there.
I don't mining, I guess.
You want to go for mining?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to burn all 3 potential roles that you have to pick one on the list, or do you want to see if you can try to get 3 items?
I'll just see if I can get the items. I won't waste 3 or burn 3.
Roll me a DC 16
I have
strength check. Because the DC goes up if you don't take mining
What happened? What's going on?
Akihiko's looking for materials in this.
Cool.
That one,
Mm.
okay.
No help?
I mean, he's currently mining with a pointy weapon.
We're supposed to be making
I
three
have a
strength checks.
pickaxe. If he wants a pickaxe,
Oh, you have a pickaxe?
I've got 4 minor picks in my bag of holding,
Okay. It's
and 4 shovels.
start from the beginning. Three strength checks. The DC is much lower.
I will give.
Okay.
Eldrik will help using his little hammer.
Hey,
His
Akihiko,
forked hammer.
go ahead.
so we'll let the nat 20 go. So 6. Are you gonna help with all 3 tries, or?
Yeah, he'll just use his little. If it's looking like it's stuck, he uses his hammer. Ding, 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 ding.
7, 24, 23.
Also, he's a rock expert. He knows exactly where it should be hit and everything. So,
So
just...
because of the nat 20, I will tell you the list in this zone, and you get to pick one and you roll. So you still get 3 items because of the nat 20. One of them you pick, and then you have to roll a d6. So the list is stone, earth crystal, armor sphere, macalite ore, or hard armor sphere. You get to pick one from that. Stone, earth crystal, armor sphere, macalite ore, or hard armor sphere.
Hard armor sphere.
Okay, so you have a hard armor sphere. Go ahead and add that to your inventory. I will go ahead and type it up.
Wow,
Paste it.
for me to use, I will take and use it.
Okay. Hard armor sphere. Roll me 2d6. Okay, 1 and fine. You find
Consistent numbers.
You find a disc-sized piece of stone. It seems very sturdy. Someone might be able to use it.
I wonder.
And you find macalite ore.
Ooh.
Fun.
Looks like you just got stuff for me. That's awesome.
Well, Akihiko, you do know you can give these to Eldrik. The macalite ore, you might actually be able to use that.
We can split it, depending on how much you got.
Okay.
You
And it
can-
would be,
you can
it would
learn
be
it's,
one decent chunk of stone and a single piece of macalite. After those 3 tries, from your to you, this area. Actually, no, Eldrik's there too. So Eldrik and Akihiko, both of you see the mining outcrop that you guys are at just fizzle away like it's a mirage.
Weird.
What the hell is this place?
And then Hector would have come back in the whole egg situation.
Alright, and then what did we roll, or what did we figure out with our nature 21?
For the nature checks,
Mhm.
What are egg?
I only see
I got
one
the
nature check.
I was the 21.
Yeah, it's 21.
Okay. Oh, okay. So with the 21, you're checking out the egg, and the egg feels sometimes hot, sometimes cold, sometimes warm,
Mhm.
and it seems to feel pretty dense. Like you didn't realize because you were flying and you were also using the mage hand to assist, but this egg feels heavy. It feels dense to hold. I'd probably say the egg itself probably weighs 30 pounds.
Oh damn. So it's warm and cold.
Yeah, sometimes it feels cold. Like when I say cold, think of like icy hot. Like sometimes it's like
I was
like
thinking of
freezing
ice and
cold.
hot.
Sometimes it's burning hot, and then sometimes it's just warm and mellowed out in the vein.
So we need something. We need to rub icy hot to make it open. Gotcha.
Yeah, Braum just looks at this
We need
What?
Shaq.
Yeah.
kind of weird.
We need a
Do you
basketball
hold it up to
player.
help at it, or you leave it cold? Though to see an egg.
I don't know what you said. You cut out.
God damn this fucking mic. Fucking over it already. Braum's just figuring out, like, okay, so how do you incubate this egg if it goes from hot, cold, and all this?
Hmm.
Did I cut out again?
No.
No. You would know the egg does need to stay moist to a degree. A good way to incubate eggs is cover in a layer of mud, and that can actually act as a moisture barrier to keep the egg moist. The mud will also act as an insulator, and it will need to basically the mud acts as an insulator. So if it needs to be cold, it'll be cold. If it needs to be hot, it'll get hot. And if it basically levels out the temperature so the egg doesn't overcook or freeze to death.
Mm.
All you really need to do once you put that mud layer on, just occasionally need to wet it so it still, stays moist.
All right. So
pee on it sometimes.
yeah, we have an infinite amount of water supply.
I mean, yeah, create and destroy water and what.
No, we have those things you gave us.
Oh, I know.
Basically, we're just gonna cover this in mud.
Mm-hmm. Is there mud anywhere, or is it still just desert?
I mean, it's desert. You can use your thing, splash the sand, and
we have infinite water.
makeshift mud.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes you a little bit of time because this egg is actually pretty big, and you don't want to suddenly make a sinkhole out of nowhere.
True.
As you do so, the egg gets covered and feel like it's good.
Okay.
Does Hector decide he's gonna take Braum back up there? Or...
Nah.
I didn't know if we were gonna do that or not. Rob would go.
I would waste my last spell to be able I would need to do a rest to be able to get my tower again.
Oh, okay.
And I prefer to keep the tower available so we don't have to do anything stupid at night.
Yeah, okay. And this and Braum asked basically Hector, this wasn't Diablo's egg?
I'd imagine it wasn't. It seemed disappointed once I picked it up. I did notice that because you were saying that I was the only one around when you said that.
Yeah, like it was actually sad that its egg disappeared, but
yeah, it seemed sad, and then all the other eggs somehow disappeared. Very confusing.
Indeed, that is definitely not natural.
Oh my god, Dora, does this egg remind me of home?
I mean,
Curiosity.
some of the colors, like
No, I meant based on the continent that I came from.
I mean, with the fluctuation in temperatures, yeah.
Nice, like home.
Hey, curiosity. Would Braum be able to reach where he went to?
Unless you had fly cast on you, no.
Oh, I couldn't climb up.
No, so yeah, plus mental point out we do need to get moving.
Okay. Well then, all right then.
But you guys have a mysterious red, blue, purple egg and a depressed as fuck Diablos.
I give him a cookie. Is he happy?
You toss a cookie in there, it doesn't eat it.
All right, I put some of the sand from his home in there too.
Okay.
Give him a little environment.
Put the sand in there, it partially buries itself, but other than that, it's still not exactly happy.
Okay, I know what'll make him happy.
After seeing what you can assume at this point, that creature eating its eggs.
Okay. I know what'll make him feel better. I have a paratoad in a jar. He needs a buddy.
The Paratoad is
Oh,
literally
God.
the same size as this thing.
It's the same size.
Yes, the Paratoad is a tiny creature. You shrunk a Diablos to the size of a tiny.
Okay.
Dude, don't do that.
Why?
Dear God, just don't do that. you're gonna,
We'll
you're
just
gonna
piss it off.
It's already depressed.
Get poisoned, bitch.
So
Paralyzed.
does it need to be paralyzed every 2 seconds?
Would it do that?
Fuck all of you. Paralyze everybody here all constantly. Yes.
I wouldn't paralyze. I picked it up with Mage Hand, so yeah.
The thing is, it spreads out a dust that paralyzes everything in a vicinity.
Oh,
You also know that Paratoads eat meat of any their size or small.
they eat what?
They eat meat.
They eat what?
Meat.
Meat?
Like, yeah.
Okay, so they're basically bullfrogs. They eat anything their size or smaller.
Oh, so
yeah,
we'll try to eat it?
It's literally the same size. If it can wrap its mouth around it, it can technically eat it.
So what would happen is it would just paralyze it and then try to eat it.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, so basically that's its only one weakness right now is that fucking toad can deal with that damn monster.
Oh, really? Oh, we
yeah,
got...
because it would just paralyze it and eat it. There you go, it's done.
Oh,
All
shit.
hail the Paratoad.
So we have a way to deal with this little fucker.
Oh, cool.
No, some Paratoads will eat, some of them toad will work on Elder Dragons and shit. Like, all hail the Paratoad, them things are your friends.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the frog. The oddly enough, endemic life, like the frogs, any of the like fruits and nuts that you can actually use as weapons in the Monster Hunter games, those work on Elder Dragon, unless the Elder Dragon specifically has something on it. Let's say being actually no, everything can be poisoned if you try hard enough.
So is it just does it intentionally poison stuff?
The Paratoad, like if you put the Paratoad in there, it will get set off because there is something that is stronger than it within range. It will explode. The dust will get out of the container because you have to have breathing holes, and everyone within a 30-foot radius will be paralyzed.
Essentially, how it works in game is, if you bother the toad, it paralyzes everything, and it doesn't give a fuck.
Gotcha. I would have known that from last game based on what happened, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I wouldn't have done that. Right. Can I give him anything to make him feel better?
I mean, you put the cookie in there, you put the sand, it partially buries itself, it doesn't go.
How small is a small knife?
Small knife, I'd probably say maybe 3 inches.
Alright.
The knife is literally bigger than the thing. Like,
Oh, I was gonna give him little clothes and a sword.
I was like, don't teach Diablo how to use a sword.
fucking god. Okay.
He doesn't even know how to use a sword. He knows how to use a dagger.
Continue on.
Carrying on as Hector comes back, explains the egg situation, and Akihiko is basically done looking for materials. You guys continue on your travels, and on this next set, you guys are going through the pathway for the safest form of travel to the next zone. And let's see, because
Promise putting stuff down.
Mntal,
Yes.
what's your AC? Because you're technically the one driving the cart.
19.
19? Alright.
Wow, it's higher than mine.
So, that's right, I have to do this on Roll20. I had put all of my D&D stuff in the luggage order. So, roll 1d20 plus 11.
Did I hear plus 11?
You're fucked.
I'm pretty sure 30 hits you.
No.
Is it a spell?
No.
Okay.
None of you realize that this happens as Mntal. There's a moment where, as you're on the front of the cart, you're driving, and there is this large as fuck arrow that gets lodged in the seat right between your legs. An inch from your groin.
I like to feel my nuts in my throat.
You feel your heartbeat in your nuts right now, man.
They have officially retreated.
As this arrow gets lodged in that spot, you obviously stop the cart as there's a voice in the distance that just calls out, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
Mntal will look around, just like, we're travelers. We're looking for my cat, apparently, which has grown really huge.
Do you have a license? People don't normally come in here with carts.
The fuck's a license? They let us through.
Who the fuck let you in here without a license?
The people that were guarding the passage.
There's just a bit of silence as you guys can hear an audible face palm.
And I message in his head, and he gave me drugs.
Dude, all I
I was
imagine
gonna say,
is like,
Mntal doesn't even need to actually hear it. He can just be like, I can hear that face palm from here.
I just like the fact the guy's like, do you have a license? And Mntal goes, what the fuck's a license?
You can't actually. So the mind speech thing, you actually have to see the target.
Oh, I don't see him.
You don't
Oh.
see anyone. You just hear a voice.
Curiosity, is Braum carrying the egg? Or is Hector carrying the egg? Because Braum have no problem carrying
That's a
the
good
egg,
question, actually. Who's carrying the egg?
I am.
You are? Okay. There's like after the face palm, you got all of you hear the face palm. Like it echoes. Like there's not a sound that happens other than that face palm. Like you guys heard day crickets and they just
And
fucking
Mntal's just like, I felt that.
Braum's gonna get out of the cart at this point since we have stopped.
Are you guys poachers? You don't have a license? I see an egg on someone's person. What are you doing here?
He doesn't know what he's doing with that egg, and we're trying to find my cat. It somehow got teleported over here, and from what signs we've seen, it is apparently grown.
I thought I was inside the cart underneath like the fabric.
Oh, I didn't get any info on that. I was just told that you were in the cart.
Isn't the cart like covered with fabric so we don't get hot?
No, you guys did
No.
not get that type of cart.
Oh.
Because that was hella expensive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I
More
think
money than we had.
Honestly, I think Braum was able to make something to just throw over the cart.
You made a shade covering, so like you
Yeah.
guys didn't overheat. It's not a full covering tarp. Like you
No,
guys
it's
can
just-
still feel the wind from all directions.
Yeah. It's just to keep the sun off of us is really all it's doing.
Yeah.
But if he's up high, he wouldn't see him if he was in the cart.
You guys don't know. You don't see
fair enough.
anyone. What's the business here?
This is the third time.
No, so yeah, sorry. That's me as a DM.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
It's like, I told you, I'm here to find the cat.
We're looking for a cat.
No, that was me, like ADHD, like rewinding a bit. The fuck you mean you're looking for a cat?
I don't know. I was gonna ask the same question, but they were all intent on coming here, so I came along too.
Wait, hold on. You came here. You're telling me you came here in probably one of the most dangerous places on this continent to look for a fucking cat?
If it helps any better, the cat was teleported here by death itself, essentially.
I question this group all the time. I just kind of go along with it at this point.
I see. That's a good line of thought. This insanity is part of the reason why I went ahead and did this.
And if I question everything, I'll just lose myself.
Roll me, Mntal, you're the one who said it, so roll persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yep.
With disadvantage because I'm talking shit.
No. Yeah,
I'm fucking with you.
No disadvantage. No disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna roll an insight. You persuaded him. Alright. Give me a sec, I'll be right there. Don't move. Swear to God.
After that shot, I'm not.
Good. Mntal, like, you say after that shot you're not. You, like, try to move back. And,
Braum comes over, just grabs the arrow.
no, hold on. Before Braum grabs the arrow, like, shuffle back, like, getting your crotch a little further away from the arrow as, when you move back, part of your pants in your groin actually splits. Not a big piece, just like a small, like, finger size. As you see that and you nearly, like, shit yourself further.
And Mitchell's like, he ripped my pants.
Well, alright. Let me go ahead and grab an image.
I have a question for you. Can I sit on Tensor's floating disc and just kind of like have it move me around?
No, Tensor's floating disc follows you. You would have to be moving for Tensor's floating disc to follow you.
Yeah, and when you're within 20 feet of it, it just sits there.
Yeah.
As I'm waiting, am I able to ritually cast floating disc and just kind of sit on it?
You know what? I'd say so. Yeah.
All right. So I'm sitting there with my legs just dangling, kicking them, just waiting.
And I think dude's kind of mental. It's like, oh, if he's mad about the egg, wait till he sees the damn Diablo.
Throw the frog at him.
Throw the frog.
You're like, what the fuck is that doing in a jar?
As
I did that.
It would take the 10 minutes to do Tensor's floating disc, and he is actually a fair bit away. Shot him from a distance.
I feel like he would question how the hell we did that, and I'd just be like, I did that.
Yeah, so he's right now. He's just questioning our entire existence right now. It's like, yeah, that's about right.
I did that.
We don't know.
Do you see the image on the screen? Or
Yes.
Yes.
You see this gentleman walk up to you.
Ooh, a dragonborn.
As this gentleman gets closer, his bow is raised. The arrows do look different. They're Monster Hunter style arrows, so they're absurdly large. As he gets closer, you see bits and pieces of what seems to be crystal or gem floating off portions of his body. His claws, knuckles, and horns all seem to be made out of this crystal, and you see a portion of crystal just swirling around certain lengths on his tail. The same way moons circle a planet, basically. As he gets closer and closer, he doesn't seem to be dressed out in much, as all you see is this green-colored coat with gold trim, and like you see his bare chest. It doesn't look like he's got like any boots. It's just whatever he has on his waist, and he has a quiver on his back and a quiver on his hip. Again, these absurdly large arrows pointed in your direction.
Braum's just like, what are you?
I'm a dragonborn. What are you? You're Goliath, I know.
I'm a normal person.
I've never seen a dragonborn like you before.
So you told me people at the entrance just let you in here?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and
they
they
also gave him drugs.
They did. You have any?
God
Well, they also give us
fucking damn
these
it.
weapons too.
Do you?
No.
Please?
Stop.
No, I don't have any drugs.
Mntal will look over at Hector worryingly, like, don't beg for drugs. I mean, your choice, but don't do that.
Hmm.
Now you're telling me like his bow is still trained on Mntal right now. You're telling me you came in here because a cat got in here? How long ago was that?
Braum's going
How
to.
long ago was that?
Hold on.
actually?
Braum's gonna. First thing first. Braum's gonna ask him. You can lower your bow. We're not going to hurt you. Please.
Persuasion check.
Braum's asking nicely.
We also brought animals in here that aren't like supposed to be in here, like the bat cat.
All right.
Oh yeah, my bat cat's just kind of chilling on the disc with me.
He it's not pointed at Mntal now, but he doesn't put it away.
That's fine, as long as it ain't like pointed at anybody. And Braum introduces him. My name is Braum.
Just Braum? No surname?
Shiled brother Liago.
Both
Mntal
are
like-
Thundershot.
Mntal and I have a mental claw.
You can just call me Hector.
Alright. What about those three? The dwarf, the fuzzy man, and the woman with the tail.
Do they introduce themselves or no?
If they don't, Braum will introduce them.
Eldrik Ironfist.
Akihiko? I don't think he's there.
Yokai?
What? I just got back.
The gentleman came up, almost castrated Mntal from a distance, with a Monster Hunter style arrow, ripped his pants, and it took him about 10 minutes to walk up to where you guys are at, as he introduced himself and he's asking you guys for
You're doing
Asking for what? Oh.
names or introducing.
Just say his name.
Okay. And because Flame isn't here, Vanille will also herself.
Freaking
And-
Flame. Freaking Flame would have been here by now.
Yeah, I'm assuming Flame is having to walk home.
I did hear from the flame, but it was just
Flame
about
is-
stuff in my birth.
Flame's gonna be joining. I had to take her uncle to the store, so.
Okay.
So his bow's lowered, and to answer your question, Mntal, it's been about. Actually, no, because you've been in here for 2 days. It's actually been a week exactly.
Well, it's been about a week.
You said they were teleported here?
Yes, by a being that basically called itself Fate, or since it was trying to kill me and my cat, Death at this point.
Venturing types in your weird situations. All right. You know
We
which
don't even
direction
describe
they
the half of it. Direction, Mntal. I'm getting, if I'm correct, it's like the ice area.
Yeah, it's in front of you at this point. Like the entirety of what you previously saw as a beach is frozen over. There's glaciers, there's ice flows. Like some of these ice areas look really fucking thick, and you could probably stand on these and the ice would not break whatsoever. Probably have like a full-on fight something on.
As a Mntal will point towards the ice area that way, and I'm not sure, but my cat could be fighting over there, I think. From
Just-
what I've seen, it's kind of been on the warpath.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with it. It was this big, but it may be this big now.
Yeah. Braum basically does the size of like a cat, and then like stretches out his arms like the size of a bear.
And if it's grown that so big and so soon, it could possibly be bigger at this point. I'm not entirely sure.
Things that are alone here tend to, well, at least creatures that are alone tend to change.
Wow. They do. A lot of things tend to change here, don't they?
Oh yeah, drastically.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to say, but I can't let anyone through here. I have a guild group that I work under. Same people as the ones in the entrance. And they weren't, like he looks in that direction, weren't supposed to let anyone in here without the proper clearance.
Did Mini-Me have clearance?
No. By the sounds of it, you guys didn't know about this, and looks that all of you were given free gear. Did they not give you any form of paperwork?
No, they just gave us the gear. Just let us have at it.
God, fucking asshole was high off his ass again. All right.
He had some good
That
stuff.
might explain the drugs.
I'll take care of that when I get back.
Do you know happen as I'm scratching my face? Do you happen to know what he smokes?
No. Does it look like I do drugs to you? Shit will rock
Mitchell
your mind.
will look at Hector like again, concerned, just like, are you going to turn into an addict?
No, I can quit anytime I want.
If I'm correct, that's apparently what they all said.
Turn back to the
You
guy.
aren't addicted to it yet.
But I have a taste for it and the power.
You do have a taste for it because of the weird side effects that happen. Magic.
No, I just enjoy how it feels with my magic.
In this moment, as the conversation has been going, Mntal, roll me a perception check with advantage. As it's strange because a new day has passed and you haven't used your bandana to look for Saber. You feel the vibration on where you have your bandana as your mind is suddenly sucked into Saber's, and it's, you know how when someone's playing a video game and there's two people playing the same game on one screen to where it's split screen like that?
Yeah.
Your vision is like that currently. You currently see this individual in front of you that calls himself Bolster, but you're also looking through Saber's eyes right now. As this is one of those rare moments to where you get a headache because it's a little disorienting. And
Oh, we've got Saber.
your head pulses softly like the start of a headache, which you don't tend to get often. I find it funny that's a double 26 as well. Okay. Even on both sides.
Does Braum notice this?
I would say you would probably notice like one of Mitchell's eyes just isn't focusing, I would imagine.
Yeah, one of Mntal's eyes is actually phased out, like when he uses the bandana's ability to look through Saber's eyes, and the other one is still normal. And Mntal, you actually go ahead and take a moment to get your hand on your head as Saber's running. He's hauling ass. You see these large. Oh, sorry, hiccup. You see these massively large claws. Find a picture real quick. For my clarification. You see these large black claws and this black this grayed out nose tip as these arms are just clawing into the ice and snow, and it feels like Saber's getting faster and faster. The connection that you have feels like it's getting stronger, and the stronger that feeling gets, as now I need to get music. If you're not in
God,
watch,
we're gonna have to fight Saber.
if you're not in watch together, go ahead. Dave, I'm not sure if you're recording, but
Always.
Where is Watch Together? Because
go to music and scroll all the way up.
Do we have a blanket that'll cover my Tensor's floating disc?
I mean, technically use a sleeping.
Hmm?
You can technically use like a sleeping bag.
Because I just figured out a way to keep the sun off us even more. Just have that float over us at all times.
it only moves when you're out of 20 feet from it. So
Oh.
you have to have it 20 feet up. And even then, it would move closer to you.
Tensor's floating disc cannot float over gaps. It has to float 5 feet off.
5 feet off the ground?
Because it needs a flat surface to go on. Like, if there's like a 10-foot deep pit, it cannot go over that 10-foot gap. It would have to go around or.
How big is our cart?
The cart, it's big enough to hold all of you.
I mean, like, if someone's at the front, would the disc be in the back?
Oh, like if you're sitting in the jockey seat with Mntal, it would probably be 10 feet behind them.
All right, so it would cover them.
Yeah,
Oh.
you'd be fine if you were sitting in the
Yeah,
the jockey.
like Mini-Me can cast that ritually.
And actually, if I remember correctly, Tensor's floating disc is 10 feet. Or is it 5 feet long?
1 second, let's pull up the spell.
3 feet in diameter. Okay, so it would basically cover this whole 5-foot space. So yeah, if you're in the jockey seat, it would basically act as an extension of the cart. It would be directly behind it.
And so it would help.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just start getting Mini-Me to do that, constantly ritually cast that.
Okay. Yeah, because Tensor's floating disc is not concentration, so you're fine.
Yeah.
So let me go back to watch together. As you feel this, you feel Saber running, just hurling ass. Do you have watch together open?
Yeah, I have it. I hear the music.
Okay. There's just a portion of time to where you don't know how much time has actually passed. 5, maybe 10 minutes. And there's a sudden moment to where the connection breaks off, and your vision goes back to normal. You have a splitting headache as all of you feel a vibration of something coming towards you. As Bolster turns around and immediately pulls back and aims in the direction of the vibrations coming from. As this happens, you see Saber. There's definitely the image of Saber there. The coloration of the fur has changed. The front fangs that Saber has, much larger. The tail is no longer cudgel, like hammer shaped. It's no longer a cudgel. It grows out into these 2 large, pointy boned tips. As you see Saber running towards you, you see the color of the fur change in front of your eyes from that normal auburn brown color. It just slowly, the closer it gets to you, turns white. As Saber gets right on top of the cart, Bolster's about to fire, and Mntal, you just go ahead and tackle him to the ground. As you just yell at him to not. As this happens, Braum, you feel this cold energy coming from inside of Mntal. It feels somber and melancholy as right when Saber's on top of you, he just jumped over the cart. And as he jumps over the cart, there's just this huge explosion that happened bits and pieces of what you see as of Saber just disappear, explode outward. Tufts of the brown fur, claws, fang, the tail that you saw previously, as you see this creature in its place. In the image description.
I think Braum's just like, what the hell?
So that's Saber now?
Saber explodes outward, and this creature, in the middle of jumping over your cart, just explodes out of Saber's body and lands on the other side.
Braum's just kind of ready in a defensive motion, like.
Does it still feel like Saber? Does it still feel like Saber?
You still actually see the scarf that you put on Saber there.
Did I have enough time to rest? Like a short rest?
You guys got plenty of rest. It hasn't done anything. You see the scarf around its neck.
Curiosity, our archer friend here, what is he doing?
He's currently trying to get off the ground. Mntal has tackled him onto the ground to make sure he doesn't do anything safe. Saber's there, and the I forgot to put that on loop.
I'm worried because that's sad music. I know sad music when I hear it.
Hold on, let's see if it'll play again. There we go. Okay, now it's properly on loop. As Saber's there, you see the handkerchief that you put when Saber was, in as a cat. But the handkerchief that you remember actually had your family emblem on it. You still see your family's colors on it, and in the portion that you tied off around its neck, the emblem is now, instead of all over as a pattern, is now in the little piece that you tied off. Because when you tie something, it has like the bunny ears.
Yeah.
In the bunny ear section on the tip, you see the emblem there. As everywhere else around its neck, you see like these claw marks and scratches and beat marks. Like marks that there's marks of a fight that look like they've been inlaid into the skull. As Saber lands, just curls and looks at the cart. It sees the fight that's going on between Mntal and Bolster, as not violently, but it walks up to the two of you. Just you and Bolster at this point are in a fist fight. Like he's trying.
Braum's gonna run over and separate them.
Before Braum came over, he's clawing at you with claws that extend out of his hands. He's slamming you with his tail. You managed to get the bow away from him, at least.
Braum's calm down for a second.
As you're walking towards the situation, there's just a large sonic howl. As Mntal, you get blasted back from Bolster. As you feel a vibration through your body. As Saber walks up to the two of you, as Braum walks up as well, getting in front of you, Mntal. As that happens, Saber looms over the two of you and looks down at this Dragonborn. The tail slams down in front of Braum, and the two of you get pushed back.
What size rating is Saber?
Saber is now counted as a huge creature.
He's for Braum.
About, yeah, actually. Saber, in terms of feet, Saber's about maybe 26, maybe 27 feet.
No.
Can't quite tell, but it's Saber's big.
No, I actually do need that drug.
Three of you could probably ride Saber. It's like, that's how big.
Mntal, is he Saber just like Saber? Did you get back up?
Braum goes, that's Saber.
As the tail gets slammed down from Braum, you're currently on a mix of sand, snow, and ice. As you, Mntal, and the cart get pushed by this large tail, like further away from this gentleman. All right. His bolsters arm go up. All right. I know when I'm beat, and I'm not gonna fight something without a weapon. There's a growl, Mntal. At this point, that's when you say Saber. A growl in response as the head turns back to you. You see those same colored eyes that Saber had. And there's like a purring sound coming from this creature. If you haven't seen it already, I put the image of what Saber looks like now in the images section.
Fucking dope.
Okay, so
The head turns around back to you after the growling. There's like a purring sound. You see those eyes, and this is Saber. After all that happens, Saber just, after pushing you guys back, walks up to where the bow is on the ground, gently picks it up with the tip of the teeth lips in its mouth, walks over to Bolster, drops it in front of him, and just walks back into the ice area.
Do creatures return back to normal size?
Who
The
are
blue
you?
guy.
No.
Oh.
Once something has been turned into one of these monsters, they tend to stay that way.
Alright, everyone. Now I actually do have to take the drugs.
But they're never this intelligent. That's different. And
Saber is
he
quite a
cleans
smart
himself-
cat.
He cleans himself off from like the sand and dust and whatnot. That's new. The species we've seen before, that's a bury off. They're good in cold climates, ice breath, fairly strong, decent fly speed.
Wait, Saber can fly?
Did you fly?
Oh yeah, you saw wings on him. There are these large clawed forearms, and there is a layer of like a very thin latex-like layer between those large.
Are these
those
creatures more powerful than a Diablo?
I'd say so. Yeah,
Oh.
give or take.
against drug abuse, but we need to get more of that stuff. So you
As
can do the same thing you did at Diablo to him.
there's actually a moment to where as this version of Saber's walking off, you guys hear an even heavier thump in the distance as you guys feel the vibrations, like kind of like an aftershock of an earthquake. As there is a fin cutting through the ice. This large Stark-like fin just going towards you at what seems to be Mach speed.
Towards us?
And yeah, towards you guys, as Saber just stopped and just plants himself. As this large Stark-like monster jumps out of the air, immediately covers itself in ice, and Saber just jumps up, a full somersault, and slams its tail straight into the head as it just drops to the ground, not moving.
Huh.
Bolster whistles. Apparently it's much stronger than usual, too.
Huh.
I said it was on the warpath.
What'd you guys say, happened? Before your cat went missing?
It essentially got teleported here by a thing that literally called itself fate. and it wants to kill me.
Yes, and I seen it. I went into his I've seen it myself.
Well then, I can tell you one thing. Creatures here don't get that strong unless they were on the verge of death. Looks like to me, your cat, does air quotes. He's not even looking at you guys now. He's looking at this fucking behemoth of a monster. They can't do that as points off to what Saber just did to this creature. They can't do that.
Okay.
What is that creature?
That's a Barioth. And it looks like it's a variant too. Still growing.
Braum looks to Mntal. I don't know how we're going to be able to get him home. He is going to cause a lot of issues. Unless
He's going to grab a lot of attention, not issues.
we can probably shrink him like we did to Diablo, but we have to get more of that drugs.
Mntal.
Curiosity, does he hear me say that?
Who, me? Or him?
The Dragonborn.
He actually does. And he says, I reckon you're not going to be able to take him home.
We're
Huh.
gonna try.
Why not?
That's if he wants to go, because I don't think we can make him at this point.
I mean, it's possible. If you're looking for parts to build things out of. But while he's saying this, Saber actually does saunter back over to you, Mntal, and very gently just lowers its head down to you.
Mntal happily pets Saber. Glad to see him again.
The purring does start, and
Enlarge.
I want to say a good probably 20 seconds in the middle of petting him, the bandana goes off again as you hear a voice. You don't know whose voice it is, but all you hear is two words. As like a whisper in your head, just hear the words, "I'm staying." And then another 20 seconds, that connection with the bandana is still going through.
Mntal's just continue.
After the next 20 seconds of silence, another couple words go through. There's danger here. Another 20 seconds. Can keep safe. As you just see all the locations that Saber has been to here as a whole.
Mntal is just kind of tearing up at this point. Because
Each one of the locations pop up when Saber says can keep you safe. And the last location that pops up seems to be similar to like a ruined city that's slightly covered in sand from a desert, as you just have a single word go into your mind that when you see this image, dangerous. And then the connection breaks off as you're still petting Saber in this moment. And Saber's purring pretty heavily now.
Mntal is just kind of like, damn it. It's just, we can make it not dangerous, but not right now. There's other things. I mean, he'll look over at Saber's like, you sure you got this?
There's a nod. And a slam from its tail behind him.
Mntal
I'm
will...
playing for cutscene, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You came in at cutscene.
Cool.
Mental nod, like, just you guys work with them at least, so I know you're safe. As he kind of like nods towards the Dragonborn and whatnot.
Say that one more time.
Mental is basically saying that they'll work with the Dragonborn at least, that way he knows they're safe. He's Saber's safe.
As you say that, he'll like turn to the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn is looking to the two of you confused. He got his bow back. He's not wielding it at this point from his better judgment. But
battery's dying.
What?
The battery on my headphones are dying.
Oh no. Sorry. So basically, Flame. They found Saber in the.
Alright, my shit's plugged back. Alright, what's up?
I'm just explaining to Flame real quick. So basically, Flame, they found you guys found Saber. You also found a gentleman by the name of Bolster Thundershot, which I'm not sure if you're in the game already, but the image is on the screen.
Yes.
And he basically told you guys that nearly caused Mntal to be castrated because he fired a large as fuck arrow at Mntal's crotch. Scared the shit out of him and asked why you guys were here. What are you doing? Egg, where the fuck is your license?
The fuck the license.
And he's
Fuck the license.
Saber ended up running up to the cart, jumped over the cart, exploded into the creature that is in images section of the Mistel chat.
Yeah, that fucker. I hate that fucker.
The bury off, yes, Ice
I
Kitty.
hate that. Oh no, you're talking about the fucking rock boy. Fuck
Oh
the
no.
rock. Fuck the rock boy.
Fuck the Rock. Fuck Dwayne.
Oh, I see.
And
Okay,
in the
that one.
How
process,
about Dick the Cock Johnson?
in the process of turning into the bury off by jumping the cart, Mntal basically tackled Bolster to the ground, knocked his weapon away, and they basically got into a bit of a fist fight. And Braum tried to stop it. Mntal and Braum both got blasted back from a thunderous roar from this Dragonborn, and then Saber loomed over Braum and Mntal and pushed the cart, Braum and Mntal back, standing in front of this gentleman. Basically, as a threat, it's like, you do anything to them, I will fuck you up. He stopped. At that point, Saber picked up this gentleman's bow, dropped it in front of him, and a secondary rumbling came up as a large shark dived out of the ice, and Saber basically just one-shotted it by somersaulting in the air and slamming it into slamming its tail in this large shark creature's head, and it just went down.
Fun.
Mntal just now brought up the fact of, after the small little conversation of Saber saying, Saber will keep this place safe, and there's a danger here in one of these selected locations. Saber is going to stay.
Oh, okay.
Unlike other creatures, Saber has turned into this monster and actually understands speech beforehand and was very intelligent before turning into a monster. It
Right.
kept intelligent. So it's a variant monster at this point with a high version of intelligence. It understands speech and right from wrong because Mntal has raised it. Mntal, you literally came in at the point of Mntal basically telling Saber to work in tandem with Bolster to try to keep this place safe, and reluctantly Saber nodded and agreed.
So cat work with
Yeah,
dragon.
Mental will look at, what's the guy, Dragonborn's name again?
Bolster.
Mental will look over at Bolster like, Saber is going to help you keep the place around here safe and whatnot.
On the
I imagine he's going to be going after creatures of particular threat if you just help him out and treat him if he needs it.
I enlarge Saber as he leaves.
Well, he looks between you and this huge barrier. You can talk to it?
Mntal will kind of hold the bandana that he has up. It's like, this is a bonding bandana, apparently. And he had it on before. It helps.
So it understands language.
Yes.
He'll slowly shuffle closer, and he'll hold his hand out to Saber. Saber growls at first, and he takes a couple steps back, and Saber pushes him closer with their tail. This is weird and new, but all right. As long as they understand.
And as he's doing that, I enlarge.
It should make your job easier, and hopefully both of y'all will be safer for it.
Are you gonna tell him what Saber was basically telling you?
Yeah, pretty much. And Mntal is also going to try to make a map out of everything that Saber showed him as well.
Okay.
As Braum also mentioned, I guess it also wouldn't hurt to have
In this-
to keep you from
in this
being
moment-
hunted.
In this moment, Saber actually does grow a size category bigger than huge.
Perfect.
Why? Because why not? Bolster gets a bit freaked out at this point and just like, what's going on? This
Mntal will look at Saber. I'm guessing see Saber's big, then just look at Hector. It's like, did you do that?
No.
Is he bullshitting?
you don't have to roll. He's bullshitting right now.
Mntal's like, he did it. He likes to do pranks apparently.
All right. Bolster, like, because Saber's much bigger, Bolster just creeps up to Saber, like pats one of the forelegs, and just like, good to be working with you. There's an audible growl from Saber, just looks away. I'm gonna have to work.
Mntal will be like, come on, Saber, you can play nice a little bit.
Little, like a normal cat at this point. There's like a little mew sound.
It's like, fine, just don't bully him.
There's a huff.
You know how hard it is for a creature this big, like, not to accidentally hurt him?
Oh yeah. Gentle. Gentle as possible.
It's like a person trying to touch an ant and not kill it.
Yeah.
Braum,
But oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Bolster, is there any other people that hunt in here?
On the regular, currently no, but me and my men were supposed to go ahead and try to line up some defenses on the entrance of the area. There.
Speaking of that, we built a tower out there.
Oh, that was you.
That was me.
Yeah, it's permanent.
That's me.
Oh shit. All right.
But
Technically yours, but it is alright if we have access to it. We can probably make it into a base.
I would say we probably won't be back here for a minute.
Alright, so
well, you have to
Mntal
go
also
back and
pointed out,
visit Saber.
Saber also told me has been to a temple of some kind. And I'm guessing that area particularly is dangerous.
I think that's in that direction. To be fair, even I don't have clearance to get to go over there yet. I'm gonna get that in the next couple weeks, though.
Braum also said, as he was asking about the other ones, mentioned that should probably not have nobody target him as a creature to attack. So that way,
That
there's
is
nobody's
a
trying
good point. I'm gonna have to gonna have to head back to base with this guy to let him know.
That would be best. We can
You know what?
come with you.
He opens up one of the pouches on his belt, pulls out a quill, inkwell, and a piece of paper, and a fairly large stamp, like a seal. As he quickly leans on the cart, writes something down, trifolds it, and then puts a stamp on it, and just hands it off to Mntal. Give that to the people in the entrance. Let them know I'll be coming in behind you.
We shall.
As long as they have this, they'll know that what you're saying is true, and there shouldn't be any issues with me, I guess, walking with Saber, you said?
Yes, Saber.
He says walking, and Saber growls.
That being said, we got the question for you. While you're here, you seem like an expert of the area. Can you tell us what that egg is?
Oh, the thing behind us?
The egg that's attached to Dave's
He's
character.
asking what the egg is.
Yeah.
Oh, thought you were talking to the monster that Saber fucking
No.
dominated. I'm assuming it's a monster egg. I honestly didn't know they could breed.
Well, we thought it was the egg of a Diablo, but I don't think it's that egg. It's suppressed now.
You guys met a Diablos and lived?
Yes.
Yeah, more than lived.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm like, yes.
Bob says more than lived.
I will take my jar out and show him.
You pull out the jar. Like, he just looks at you,
We have a
looks at the jar, looks back at you.
Oh, from what he says, that's permanent as well.
You know, I'm not going to allow you to take that out.
We won't plan it on it.
Well, what can we get for this?
How is it so strong?
I don't even know. It's so tiny.
Oh, this one, if it gets out, it is still
Okay.
strong as it is if it was big.
How are you keeping it in glass?
we constantly transmute the glass to something harder. Or at
By
least
the
I
way-
do.
By the way, with how the Diablos has been acting recently, it hasn't been hitting the glass or anything. So like, it's safe to say that you don't have to constantly
Okay.
transmute the glass into something stronger.
Probably still be doing that.
I'm still doing it. I don't want it to break. But I've been
It's-
feeding it cookies.
He's also said it hasn't been in a happy mood since, I'm guessing, he went to its nest.
I went-
and
yeah.
That's where he got the egg from.
Mhm. It's
And
seen its.
apparently the other eggs disappeared. What's with that?
Yeah, like I picked one up and the other two disappeared.
Honestly, the whole egg thing, that's new news to me. I didn't even know these things could breed.
Interesting. Well, I mean, y'all have something to examine and experiment with. Well, not experiment. I wouldn't torture this thing more than it is. It looks depressed as hell.
No, it's coming with me. He's my friend.
No, it's not.
They cannot leave this area.
Why not?
Honestly,
Because if this
That's
thing
with
gets
you.
loose, the amount of havoc we can wreak.
I say, Mntal's like, I agree. It can't leave this area. We don't have the means to function, nor the resources to get those means.
You take that with you, and I will have to arrest. The egg, that's iffy at best as well. But I mean, that's your problem. The actual creature, that cannot leave.
Hmm.
Essentially, he's saying he can ignore the egg because he can act like it doesn't exist.
He's basically saying like he doesn't really understand the egg. From what you tell him, like he's never heard of a monster nest. That is new to him.
This is when I wish I had dispelled magic, just to be a dick. But that's if I was a mean character.
Oh, I can't take this. Alright, it's not magic. Just let it loose.
Yeah. Oh, I can't-
Just like,
I can't have
To
it.
be fair-
Okay, bye.
to be fair, this Diablos did kind of mess me up. So, like, something for our efforts would actually be nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is the closest you'll ever be able to get the one and like study it.
Mitchell's like, I understand if you don't have it on you at the moment, but
we could probably send some materials to your house as compensation. It's still technically a captured monster.
Mntal will
Actually,
look at everybody.
How many
and
people can you say I caught this in a jar?
Actually, as like he lifts his head up, closes his eyes, like takes a deep breath. Did you guys kill something else? I smelled something.
Mntal will nod, be like, "Yeah, we got the thing that had these weird feathers," and pulls out the feathers.
Oh no shit!
I've also killed did I kill it? Wait, did I kill it, Dora?
You guys actually did manage to kill.
Yeah, he's talking about the Kulu Yaku,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, the Kulu Yaku. No. Like,
Oh, never mind. No, don't say
you
that.
did some damage to it, but it ran off.
So
Rock
there's a
boy.
bird with a missing eye, and
Piece of fucking shit asshole.
God, those things are just so annoying.
Hate 'em.
You did some damage to the Kulu Yaku. You the Hypno Catrice parts, and you hand him the Diablos in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
So,
As Bolster now has a.
I stopped transmuting it. It's back to normal. Normal jar.
Okay. The Diablos looks up, but doesn't do anything to the jar at this point. Its headspace got fucked up when it saw a creature eating its eggs.
Mntal is just like, everybody's good with the materials.
I mean, yeah,
in
I can.
exchange for this.
I do need a location to where these materials will be going, but you guys have a home, a building, an address, anything of the sort? Just location, name.
I would say Mntal will look towards Eldrik, because Eldrik would have the most
Still
interest in these
don't
materials.
have
Is
the-
Eldrik okay with this trade-off?
They won't be those types of materials. They will be like actual gear that you.
Well, I would imagine it's a bunch of raw material which he can make into gear.
I mean, when he says materials, it's basically items on the Monster Hunter list.
Ah.
Like the actual gear, like the spit roast, a potion, things like that.
Is he not questioning the bat lion that's with us?
No.
Okay. I will not mention my paratoad then.
You didn't show him the paratoad, so yeah, you're fine.
I didn't. Honestly, the only reason I shown it is because everyone else was mentioning it.
Yeah. Oh, so you would have showed the paratoad then?
I wouldn't have shown the thing in the jar if we weren't mentioning it earlier.
Okay. So,
It's just more or less like he would have probably asked anyway, so I took it out.
I would say so.
after this, we need to come up with a name.
You guys have a name for your tavern?
Do we? What is it?
The Trickster's Eye.
Is that what we're going with?
You get that's the name of the tavern. You don't have a name for your group.
I would say yeah. So just to confirm, everybody's cool with this gear. Do you think we should try to get a little bit more out of it? Because this is a live, really easy to study Diablo.
Braum will ask if we get.
It's also passive as well, so I mean, there's that. It's a depressed passive Diablo. So.
It's the most rare thing you could probably get.
And Diablos are extremely violent.
We're just like, could we get licenses maybe? That way we can come here and see Saber whenever we want.
I mean,
Yes,
we
and
can
maybe
go-
even help out a bit.
you
We'd
kill
like
the
to explore.
Hypnocatrice, you manage to fight and capture Diablos. I can say I can put in a little work with the paperwork and at least let you guys have a level 2 license.
All right. Then yes, that'll definitely work then.
I will let you know though, some of these territories can't be accessed unless you have a specific grade of license. A level 2 will allow you to give you access to 4 of the areas here.
Be right back.
Ooh, okay.
But what are the 4 areas currently they give us access to?
A level 2 license would give you access to these 4.
Pretty much everywhere we've already been.
Well, the level 1 license would be these 2 areas. A level 2 is these 4. A level 3 would be these 2. And then a level 4 will allow you to go to the last zone. There's 4 grades of license.
And God damn it. And we're skipping the first one.
Yeah.
Am I gonna get compensated for my tower?
For the tower, I mean, yeah, we can toss in some more gear.
That'd be
You guys like
appreciated.
horns?
Like what?
You guys like horns?
Sure.
Like what that guy has on his waist. Points over to you.
To me?
Yeah, like he points
Yeah.
out the horns you have on.
Yeah. These items would be helpful.
Yeah, healing horn, armor horn,
Flash
antidote
bomb.
horn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything like that.
We can toss in some more here.
Ooga booga horn.
Well, the horns are for
My horn. Your horn.
antidote horn gets rid of poisons in the poison condition.
Bathroom
heal-
horn. You can piss in it.
The armor horn basically is a shield of faith that doesn't traded on. Things like that. The horns are expensive, but he's willing to toss a couple of those in. For the building, for this little one here, like Squints, is that a male or a female? So tiny,
I call
can't
her.
tell.
Her name is Samantha. I named her. We're best friends now.
I think it would be safe to assume that was female since it's depressed over the eggs.
You know what? That's fair. Samantha it is. Level 2 license, some gear sent to which location?
Uh,
The Trickster's Eye. What's the city called?
Sudari City.
It's in Sudari City.
Oh, that's a new place that I've been hearing about. Didn't they get attacked?
What's this about attacked?
Yeah, there's apparently a dwarf that went crazy, right?
Oh, yeah, that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That
ain't that dwarf? No, he's not with us.
It's
No.
funny story about that. It seems like everything that happens in that town is linked to our group so far.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, the dwarf in question is his brother.
I mean, last I heard, there was also a gentleman that was suddenly disappeared from his house.
Oh yeah,
Weird science fellow.
Oh, we're
yeah.
investigating that.
We're linked to that too. See everything,
Well, shit. All right then.
but we're not the
You
ones
guys got-
doing it.
You guys got the letter. Sorry to say, until you guys get those licenses, gonna have to head on back.
Fair enough.
What's up?
How well did I do on the map from based on Saber's memories and what we've explored?
You got glimpses of some of the locations. It wasn't a bad one. It's like a general layout of what was what.
Should I roll for it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll for it.
Take off advantage. Well, no, Eldrik always helps me with the map, so can I keep advantage on? Because
Eldrik didn't see.
No,
that's fair enough. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to. Okay,
So,
yeah, so.
so straight roll. A straight roll.
I could help you.
Hey,
21. Okay.
I could have helped them.
You basically draw the outline of what those areas were, because Saber was fast as fuck. You basically have an outline of each of those locations that you see on the map. And part of each section is filled out.
And then Mntal will like you ask what was his name again?
Bolster.
Bolster.
Yeah.
Bolster will like, all right. So I draw maps, and using Saber's memory, can you tell me how accurate this looks? He wants to show him the map
I'm
since
not
he
gonna
knows the
lie.
area.
A lot of these are pretty spot on. Like he points to the location up here on the map that you made, and he actually like dips a claw in his inkwell and draws the lake in. That's a lake right there. Yeah, a lot of this is actually spot on.
All right, that's good.
Some of this we haven't even explored, actually. And he points to the large spot top left.
Wait, Saber was there. I think that's where the temple is. I think.
Temple there? Huh.
Valuable information, huh? Wouldn't you say it'd be worth something to you to know this?
We'll have you properly compensated. We can't send any gold because we need our fund to buy said gear.
That's fine.
But we can at least send you some of the gear that we can produce.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work.
Also, on your way out, if you see a weird cat thing about yay high, with a large backpack, I'd probably say it's a good thing to talk on your way out.
Yeah, how do we get palicos? How do we do that?
You already fucking God.
That's why I got Monster Hunter in the first place, because I saw palicos. I said, ooh, a cat companion. I like this game.
So, alright, so I guess we're gonna split on here. Everybody says bye to Saber.
No, we have to. What?
Yeah?
Yeah. So
Saber can't come with us.
Saber had a moment with Mntal and was basically speaking in Mntal's head through the connection through the scarf, and was saying that there's something dangerous here, and Saber will try to keep this place safe.
And Mntal will like pat Saber's for like, we'll be back sometime.
So we
Hopefully
came
can take care of
here.
that danger together.
We came here for no reason.
Well,
Apparently.
I hope they come back with the cat, but yeah, at this point it is like it's no reason. So actually, we're getting a lot of. We're actually getting a lot of gear out of this.
This is.
The gear that's pretty much made for this area specifically.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I'm never gonna come back here. Oh my
Oh.
god, my anger is immeasurable.
You guys you guys are leaving with a monster hunter egg.
Yeah,
We also have a map of an area that has been completely unexplored by the city that will probably sell for a hot fucking penny, considering how dangerous its reputation is.
And
Because again, all this has not been mapped out.
I also got a
On
paratoad.
top of this, as we're getting ready to leave, Braum will
Got a
turn
cool
to
new
Bolster.
side activity.
Yeah.
Braum will turn to Bolster and be like, if you ever need any help, follow me. You can ask. We'll be happy to come back here.
Oh, I won't. I did not like any moment of this. Don't volunteer me.
Braum would come back if he needs help. But Braum will hold
At
that
a side note, this will be turned into a bit of a side quest area whenever you guys have free time. If you guys want to come in here and hunt something, you can access the areas that are on your hunter rank and hunt things within those locations. The more you come here, the higher chance you have of you upgrading your hunter rank and unlocking the next couple of locations.
But yeah, on that note, I guess we're gonna start heading back.
Yep.
So they know if we ever need help, they can head us up in case something crazy comes down. We have very much proven our skill here. Granted, we just ran.
We tend to send job requests of things that get out. If we need your skill specifically, we'll let you know. On your way out,
My fee is very high to shrink one of those again.
he just
Stop.
chuckles.
That.
But you guys be safe on your travels.
We shall. Thank you, and be safe around here. Well, please take care of Saber.
Braum,
Yeah.
that melancholy feeling that you felt from Mntal, for some reason to you, it feels like a solid substance. Like you can actually grab something that's just radiating. It's cold. It feels very cold. But as you guys are basically setting up the cart and turning the carriage around, I feel like you can actually take that.
Later, Dave.
Later, man.